Our violent typhoon Usagi continues to push through the Luzon Strait today, heading off there towards the northwest, impacting the Batanes Islands. Winds up to 140 kilometers have been reported there on Bosco, but also there into southern Taiwan, we have seen wind gusts up to about 150 kilometers per hour. Hi everyone, meteorologist Robert Spetta here with you today on the 21st of September 2013. And actually, this footage here coming from a friend of ours here at westernpacificweather.com. You can find him on his YouTube channel. Just click the annotation on the screen. Just some of these waves continuing to crash ashore, and the current analysis from the Japan Meteorological Agency actually puts upwards about 10 to 12 meter high waves just offshore. So definitely some of the largest on Earth. This image as well coming from James Reynolds, who is also in southern Taiwan this morning, taking some footage of the storm, documenting it as it comes ashore. Just a few boats, they're really getting tossed about as those winds continue to roar ashore along with those high waves. Southern Taiwan really does look like it's going to be taking the brunt of this in just the next several hours after I'll be uploading this video right around noontime Taiwan Standard Time. Winds over 100 to 130 kilometers per hour there on the southern tip of the island. Very well could be possible. Through the overnight hours, we've also been seeing tropical storm strength winds across much of the Philippines, especially there in northern Luzon. These high winds continuing to occur, and also several reports of landslides there into northern Luzon, and also a few reports of homes being damaged and one destroyed due to the heavy rain out here. So definitely far-reaching effects of this storm system, and it's still, well, just starting. We're still starting to see the first impacts and the first reports from it. Already, heavy rain has already been occurring there along the eastern seaboard of Taiwan, just as forecasted. And this is just in the first 9 hours of the day out here, and already reports upwards about 150 to 200 millimeters in some of the mountainous areas. Main reason this is occurring just on the eastern seaboard, and you see really nothing out here towards the west, is because that moisture inflow, like we've been saying, is coming on shore from the east. It is hitting this mountain chain, and it's very defined here on the accumulation totals, and you just see it stop dead in its tracks. Upwards of 400 to 500 millimeters, very well possible. I would not be surprised if we see isolated areas going into Sunday seeing much more than that. So we definitely want to watch this flood situation here, not just the floods but also landslides. If you remember back actually to this, which occurred during Tropical Storm Kung-Ray when it pushed just off the eastern seaboard of Taiwan and off there towards the north. Some really severe landslides occurred here, and this person almost hit by rocks. So yeah, we know that landslides do occur here in Taiwan. Those mountains are very prone to squeezing out all that moisture as all that rainfall continues to occur. So as far as the storm system itself, right now actually we have started seeing some weakening. It's starting to interact with the friction out here of Taiwan and also the northern portions of Luzon. Winds have come down a little bit right now, 95 gusting up to 135 knots. Central pressure around 920 HPA. Now do expect it to really maintain this intensity. Don't really think it's going to get back up to that violent status, but the possibility is there as it pushes off there towards the northwest. Sea surface temperatures also are going to slightly cool as it gets closer and closer to China as well, but not enough to the point where you're going to see a significant decrease. But that extreme heat, that extreme fuel we were seeing in the Philippine Sea, is going to start to back off a little bit. Now, as far as the long range, where exactly is this going to be going? Well, I just showed you the track from the Japan Meteorological Agency, but I also want to show you the track from the Hong Kong Observatory, because this looks like it is heading there towards Hong Kong. And right now, they're actually expecting this storm system as it is just north of Hong Kong with winds about 140 kilometers per hour, just off here towards the east 165. So they're expecting to pass by the city as a pretty potent storm system and really just move just along the northern periphery of Hong Kong Island. Yesterday, I knew we were talking about if it possibly could make a landfall farther here towards the northeast. That would be some really good news. And still, that idea is in place, but it looks like many of the global models are not indicating that happening. Most of them are pointing a little bit farther down there towards the south here today. And just for comparison's sake, this is actually the Joint Typhoon Warning Center track. They also do expect a weakening over the next several days, or the next 24 hours, that is, from right now 130 knots to 24 hours from now to right around 115, and still decreasing as it pushes onshore. But I do want to say it is decreasing in intensity, but by the time it gets to Hong Kong, it's not going to be a weak system. 150 knot storm is still a pretty serious system. It's something that we would be taking serious, even if the storm was not already a monster before pushing here towards the Luzon Strait. So, yeah, JTWC pushes a raid overhead. Let's compare it up with a few of the models. Now, this is first showing you what the GFS model here going into Sunday evening. Actually, right around 5 to 6 p.m. just towards the east of Hong Kong. So definitely the high signal force warning is going to be raised here as this does push on shore. You're going to be seeing these typhoon strength winds by the evening, but right around midnight Hong Kong Standard Time, I think that's when the worst of the weather is going to be. And we can just scroll ahead we went ahead a little bit too far there. And you see a raid over Hong Kong Island. Shift this up with the ECMWF. It's a little bit farther towards the north, but not enough to make a huge difference. And really, this would be not a good scenario at all. Those winds coming off of Victoria Harbor here. Guangzhou, you're also going to be seeing some rough weather. Macau, any ferry travel by Sunday afternoon through the evening, if these models play out, and even if they don't, I still think it's going to be close enough. Any ferry travel by the Sunday afternoon is going to be off limits. Be where you want to be by Sunday morning out here. And also, if you have any travel plans out of the airport, just don't think about it until possibly Monday afternoon after the storm passes by. And I think I had a few questions people were asking about, well, Monday morning, is school still going to be in place? Well, it's actually Monday right around 0900 Hong Kong Standard Time, or about 0800 actually. Still tropical storm strength winds continuing to blow on shore. I'm not sure about the Hong Kong Observatory if they're going to lift the warnings by this time. I think that probably by noontime things will start to improve as it pushes off there towards the northwest, but still going to be seeing some isolated showers throughout the day here, so it's not like it's going to vastly improve immediately across much of this area. So yeah, just like the last several days, we are definitely going to continue to keep you posted, not only there on Hong Kong in the forecast, but the current situation occurring out here into northern Luzon. Right now, you can still see that eye here on radar there out of Taiwan, and also out of Apari, the radar out of there, you can see the eye as well. So storm system is occurring right now. This heavy rainfall, these gusty winds, very high waves, a very serious situation for residents out here. So yeah, stay safe out there, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, post them down in the comment box below. If you have any reports of the weather in your area at this time, I really want to hear those. So please don't hesitate to write those down as well. Stay safe out there.